All right, guys, it's June now, officially June 1st. So happy Pride Month. You are all now magically gay, apparently. That's kind of the way this works. It's that magical time of the year where everybody who is not part of the majority of people gets to celebrate all of their proclivities. Even if it's not even anything noteworthy or anything that needs to be celebrated, you get to feel special for a whole month. So congratulations. Have fun with that. You can even see Kotaku started running articles before June came around talking about don't nod the studio, play our game for free and give money to trans charities for Pride. So apparently this is a thing that this studio decided to push, and it's just more of the same crap we always see. It's like give money to these charities that are going to tell children that they are something other than what they were born as and confuse them even more thoroughly. Like that's what we need more of. And so, of course, Packer Girl has a long thread on Twitter talking about all of these companies that are virtue signaling now that we are here in June. Overwatch 2, of course, celebrate Pride with all of their LGBTQIA propaganda. Xbox here putting out this horrible artwork here talking about together we create a more inclusive gaming world. Sony saying that across the Sony family, we're proud to commit our resources to the LGBTQ plus community to ensure everyone in our society has a voice. Indie game studio Moon Eye. I think we talked about Moon Eye Studio in a different video. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Let's spread the joy, keep supporting each other, and celebrate love, diversity, and inclusion. Then, of course, you have Valorant. Valorant, which is in my opinion, a game that I think is definitely predominantly, I'd say a large percentage of their player base has got to be of this community. I feel like there's no way that they're not. Based on what my own experiences are with the people who play the game, the people who complain about toxic chat and everything else, it just seems to be that this game, for whatever reason, not like Overwatch, attracts a large percentage of the alphabet community. And of course, you've got Riot Games here sharing this happy Pride statement on their website with all their fun LGBTQIA plus diversity Pride Month banners and costumes and stickers and pride across our games and all this. It looks like vomit, to be honest. And of course, you've got Packer Girl also pointing out that Valorant's Twitter page in Germany is the only one that actually has the obligatory Happy Pride Month tweet. And I checked their actual Twitter account, and they don't have the Happy Pride Month tweet anywhere here on the American or English-speaking account, which is very strange. What they do have, though, is this woman 2 days ago basically telling you that if you're a bad person, if you say naughty words online, they are going to first suspend you, then they're going to hardware ban you. So they're going to actually keep you from even being able to play the game. Like you can't even switch to a different account. They're going to ban your IP address and you will never be coming back. And of course, it's this woman here, what's her face? Her name is Anna Donlin. She is the studio head for Valorant. And she told players to play something else, we won't miss you, while she announced new player behavior policies for the game. And this is an article from that Park Place, but there's been a lot of discussion online talking about it. She said, since launching Valorant, especially with the addition of voice comms, we've known that fighting in-game harassment was going to be both something we needed to prioritize and also be one of the most challenging issues that we would face. We've been working on systems and technologies, and we actually have been making a lot of progress. But having large global player communities present unique challenges. Evolving challenges. Sorry, I'm exhausted, guys. It's been a really long day. So we have to be ready and willing to re-examine things and hold ourselves accountable when things are not meeting our community's expectations. And that's exactly what we've been doing. So what she lays out is first thing they're going to do is they're going to suspend you for naughty words you say online. Things that they feel are hate speech, things that are sexually explicit, which, I mean, to some degree, I really don't care. If you threaten somebody physically with violence, I mean, yeah, you're probably a little unhinged, even if you're saying as a joke. Those are things that are obviously not cool or whatever, but there's too much room for interpretation. So many things are up to context, because the fact of the matter is one person could say something is just being banter, it's just shit talking, whatever. And she even points this out. She goes, there's no room in our community for the most egregious behaviors, and we're not going to compromise on that point. If you need to make truly evil statements under the guise of regular shit talk to enjoy gaming, then please play something else, we won't miss you. And that's where that quote is actually directly from. However, she then expressed her desire to shut people's mouths. Val community, we can't stop them from opening their mouths and saying something awful. I wish we could, but we can't stop that part. What we can do is help escort them out of our game spaces. We do some of this already. The vast majority of the time when someone says something out of line and gets reprimanded, they learn as a result of our feedback systems. They keep playing. They rarely repeat offend. The number of players who exhibit these behaviors are not the majority, I assure you. Of course, they always say, oh, it's just a tiny fraction. Regardless of the fact that gamers have always said shit that could be construed negatively, they want to say, oh no, it's just tiny little percentage of these evil straight white men online. And honestly, we're just going to ban enough of them that everything here is going to be peachy and wonderful and no one's ever going to say anything evil. She says, look, I know this message is intense, so let me say this. This is not just about preventing the worst. The goal is to make it so that people who want to play Val are able to love playing it. It's about promoting the best in each of us. It's about ensuring that people can share in the joy of the matches won and the tough losses and the amazing feeling of community that gaming can create. Which is, of course, then they go over their community code, which is just basically, yeah, you say the wrong thing, misgender somebody, say something spicy, you're getting banned. And again, I think this game caters to a certain demographic anyways. So John Trent in this article even asks what happens if you falsely identify, like, if you identify somebody incorrectly, of the wrong gender, not use the proper pronouns or whatever, is that going to be hate speech? Which I think, again, is definitely something this is going to be open to. And of course, this person on Twitter, Kirby Zero Luis says, quote, we're not trying to sanitize gaming. Look at them lie through their teeth. Not only are you trying to sanitize gaming, you've been doing it for 13 years. Talking about the Tribunal, which was a system introduced in May 2011 by Riot Games to help discipline players and keep the community in check with the help of their peers. However, it has since been disabled since the early 2014, with replacement systems being slowly rolled out in the time since then. And of course, a lot of this was kicked off due to the fact that we had this person, Taylor Morgan, who's a Valorant streamer, who clipped somebody out of context saying some not great stuff. And again, I do not endorse what he says, but nobody knows what actually provoked the comment that she responded to, and nobody knows what was said before or after the clip, but there was a clip that came out of her saying she only had him unmuted so she could create content off of him. And as far as the systems in place to monitor what people say, we've been seeing this more and more. These idiots over at Melanin Gamers that were launching the toxicity rating board, essentially the rating system, where you go on and you vote for the most toxic gaming community, and they're going to put it on a website. How come that was never considered targeted harassment? Good question. Then you have Jana, I don't even know, Jana, this woman that you'll probably remember briefly here in a second, saying, babe, wake up, Valorant is giving hardware bans to the freaks, talking about this video that this woman put out. Well, you'll remember this gal as the one saying that men are the problem with the gaming community. Of course, she herself is a big Valorant streamer. Surprise, surprise. The same one who issued these horrible statements.
Ina, it's over. Like, if I were to have a boy, we better pray to God that he's gay. We better start indoctrinating him day one. We have to either make him trans or make him gay. We are not having a cisgender straight son.
But again, according to Valorant's new system, are they going to ban her for these kind of statements? Of course not. And then, of course, you have people from Overwatch, voice actress Valeria Rodriguez saying, I'm just going to copy this and say it's the same for Overwatch. Sorry, straights. And the statement was from Alejandro Antonio Ruiz saying, you are now required to be LGBT to play Valorant. Being a straight Val player is illegal for the next 30 days. Now, I get that this is probably them just trying, a jest, a jab, a joke, or whatever. This was from a Guilty Gear Strive English voice actor Alejandro Antonio Ruiz, who said this originally. And then you have people like the Validate Game Community moderator saying, straight and or cisgender people have lost their existence rights until July 1st. Thank you for understanding at this time. Ironically, with Aphrodite as her profile picture from the Hades 2 game. So these people are all the same weirdo freaks that are all like going all in on trying to make games LGBT, full of the DEI crap, celebrating pride, having to see gayness in everything, making everything just like a rainbow-filled vomit mixture of crap. And they're the same people who just want to censor you and kick you off the internet for saying something a little edgy online, even if it didn't hurt anybody. And this is just getting to be like exhausting at this point. I'm happy to see that there is actual pushback from people who don't hate gay people, who don't hate people for living a different lifestyle, but for simply like saying, look, we're tired, okay? We're worn out with this crap. I get it. Do what you want to do. Live the life you want to live. But the rest of us are getting sick and tired of getting beat over the head by it. So keep it up. If you have a company that you would normally support that switches to a pride logo, just don't shop for them for a month. Don't give in to their, oh, we've got this special deal, special offer. Screw it. If I see something where I would normally pay money for a product or an item or, a digital download of some kind, and the company has switched to a Pride logo, I'm done. No, you don't get my money because I'm not the pandering and virtue signaling is getting old. And until we actually send a message with our wallet, they're never going to learn. So I'm going to leave it right there. Let me know what you think about all this, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have 2 channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.